cannot believe what we have witnessed. Manchester United 4, Liverpool 3. Manchester United are back at Wembley versus Coventry in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and they have done it in style. Guys, don't try to make sense of that game. Don't try to break down tactics. Don't try to do any of that. Listen. Don't let anybody rain on Manchester United's parade, because all season, these players, we have criticized them. They have been criticized by the media for not having any fight, not having any dog, not having any bite. None of that. Today, they dug deep for 120 minutes. Players who have been far too long criticized, showing some fight. Eric Ten Hag switching it up when he had to. Bruno Fernandes as a centre-back. Even I was thinking, what is going on? He was playing quarterback settings. Him and Eriksen were on quarterback settings. I couldn't believe it. Alejandro Garnacho, 120 minutes of pure fight. Running, pure legs. Scott McTominay had cramp 118 minutes into the game, and he persevered. Bruno looked like he was playing through an injury. Those 2 deflections leading to the Liverpool goal. Andre Onana making big saves. Big saves when he had to. Listen, I cannot make sense of that game. I cannot make sense of it. It did not make... It's something that should not make sense to me. It shouldn't make any sense to me. Honestly, Marcus Rashford missing a big chance, which eventually probably would have been offside, but keeping his head up to score the 3rd goal. And AMAD DIALLO, you are here. AMAD DIALLO has arrived. He has arrived. He's been here. He's been in transit somewhere, but he is here now. And I'm glad everyone sees that cameo of 30-something minutes that he played. I'm glad people are seeing the value that he can add in possession. Manchester United today had moments in possession, and when AMAD DIALLO came in and his defensive work as well, leading to the Rashford goal and leading to his own winner and that celebration, listen, take your shirt off and wave it in the crowd. Get booked, get sent off. You're only going to be suspended against Brentford. You'll be back in time for the semi-final. But honestly, there is so much stuff that I could speak about in this game, and I know it's been a difficult season. I know it's been a very emotional one. It's been a very inconsistent one. But these are the kind of games you just have to enjoy and embrace the moment. You just have to do that. And the reason why I say that is because Manchester United looked like their season was going to be over. Right now, FA Cup is all United have. That's really all they had, or all they continue to have. And today, getting that result, there is something to fight for this season. Of course, the fight for top 4 is still there as well. But in terms of silverware, there is something to fight for. Let's not think about who United might play in the final. Let's just think about the next game, which will be against Coventry at Wembley. But United return to Wembley for a semi-final. Eric Ten Hag could possibly go to 2 finals in his 2 years so far at Manchester United, in a season that has just been injury-ridden, formation-ridden, tactically ridden. There's just been no consistency. But this game here today, these players had fight. They had fight. And kudos to the manager to make the changes that he did, bringing on the players that he did. People like Anthony, who has been criticized, been benched for so long, taking his moment when it came. Taking his moment when his game... That's only his 2nd goal of the season. 2 goals this season, both of them in the FA Cup. One of them, probably the biggest goal of the season that he's probably scored. It's probably the biggest goal after his goal against Barcelona last year. This goal is definitely a big one. AMAD DIALLO scoring a winner. His 1st goal this season is a winner against Liverpool at Old Trafford in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. You can't write that. Kobbie Mainoo, exquisite in that midfield, playing as a lone 6 at times. As a lone 6 alone, the gap between him and McTominay and Bruno at times was actually overwhelming to see. It was very overwhelming to see, but he held his own. And like I said, credit to Eric Ten Hag for some of the decisions that he made. Wan-Bissaka on Salah, that worked to an extent. Overloading the left-hand side going forward against Joe Gomez, against Kwanzaa, etc. Having Wan-Bissaka overlapping Marcus Rashford, Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, overloading that left-hand side and forcing players to come out there to open up space in the middle. And Rasmus Højlund being back makes a big difference. That made a big difference, especially in the first 30 minutes. Erik ten Hag said it himself. It's the best 30 minutes that he's seen from Manchester United this season. And this game could have gone either way, because if United take the chances they created in the first 30 minutes, it could have been a completely different game. But I can't imagine how neutrals felt watching that game. I can't imagine, but I know how United fans felt, man. Let me know your thoughts below in the chat. I can't even... Diogo Dalot, I nearly forgot to mention Diogo Dalot, another player given everything. 120 minutes, 120 minutes, given everything. Shout out to all of them. Marcus Rashford, Harry Maguire coming on, being that target man up top for Eriksen, for Bruno, winning his aerial duels, flicking it down against Van Dijk, against Kwanzaa, against all of them, winning his aerial duel. Shout out to him. Shout out to Andre Onana. Shout out to Garnacho. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to all of them. Honestly, Scott McTominay to get that opening goal. Listen, let me know your thoughts. Man United are going back to Wembley in the semi-finals. Can they do it? Do you guys believe? I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. As always, you guys know what it is. Hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. It's your girl, Mina. Peace.